Hi friends, how are y'all doing? So today I am going to bring you a review, there's a glare on my glasses, of the 3 Sonoma candles that I purchased from Kohl's a couple of weeks ago. I had posted on Instagram that I had purchased 3 of them, and somebody asked me to do a review, so I did an Insta story yesterday. And if you're not following me, I would love to have you. It's Leila's Lovely Pics. And yeah, I post about my family, and I post about candles, and I post about, you know, just my animals and a little everything over there. So it's not just candles, but what life is just candles, you know. So anyway, so I purchased 3 candles at Kohl's. I did have like 3 or 4 from last year and the year before, so I didn't feel like I needed to purchase all of them, but let me show you which ones I did purchase. I got cinnamon spice cookie, and this is the tri-layer candle. I also purchased, this was my husband's pick, crackling cedar wood. And I purchased spiced pumpkin chai. Now this was the first one that I burned. This is cinnamon, cardamom, and vanilla. And to be honest, if I hadn't been asked to review these, I wouldn't have burned them yet, because I live in South Texas and it's still like 100 degrees. Heat index, the real feel. It's been like 92, 93 according to my phone, but it's just hotter than heck down here, y'all. So I've been melting and burning coconut scents and summer scents still. But I also wanted to know for myself how these performed, because I got a 30% off coupon in the mail. If you guys if you're eligible to become a Kohl's Charge card holder, I would suggest it personally, because for 2 reasons. One, that's how you get the coupons, and 2, you don't actually have to carry a balance. After you purchase your items, you can make a payment at the register for the exact amount that you just purchased. So you're getting all the benefits of being a card member without the balance. And of course, if you want to carry a balance, it's up to you, but I don't recommend carrying a balance. The notes that I read, the notes, this is cinnamon, cardamom, and vanilla. So this does smell like, they left out a note, and it's pumpkin. Because you do smell pumpkin. And it's not just the spices, you get that, it smells like a pumpkin pie. It really does. And it's not just the cinnamon, and it's not just the cardamom, and it's not just the vanilla. So I really think that it should say pumpkin pie filling on the bottom. But when it's burning, this does smell like a chai tea. If you like chai tea, you're gonna love this candle. This one burned, I've only burned this one time, so this is not a full half burned candle review. This is just kind of like first impressions. But as you can see, it did make nice mushroom tops. And one thing I will say about Kohl's candles, Sonoma candles, I would recommend picking them out in the store and checking the wicks and make sure. They do seem typically to be bunched in the center like this, which you would think, oh, that's weird, it's not going to burn very well, but they actually do normally burn quite well. And they also have a really thick glass. I talked about this in some of my older videos, my empties videos. I think that the one reason that these do burn better than some Bath and Body Works candles is because of the container. But, you know, I'm sure it is, it's also, it has to do with the formula and, you know, the type of wicks they use and all of that sort of thing. So this candle, Crackling Cedarwood, the notes are smoked woods, warm vanilla, and sweet tobacco. This is a lovely, like, it's like a men's cologne mixed with fire embers. This does smell like what you would think like a London's men's club would smell like, kind of like in Sherlock Holmes. His brother, Sherlock Holmes's brother, belongs to that club where nobody talks. I imagine that this is what this club smells like. So it is a lovely smell, and the label is stunning. It's a very masculine candle, except for the gold. I think to me the gold adds just a touch of femininity. But anyway, the performance on this candle has been abysmal. You can see how tiny the wicks are. I had to cotton ball it like the first time that I burned it. It wouldn't pull out. I had to cotton ball it. In my Insta story, if you watched it, you'll see that I cotton balled it then as well. If this doesn't get better, I'm afraid I'm just gonna have to melt it and make it into wax melts, because this so far has been a disappointment while burning. So, and I don't want to let my candle, the flames, just sit here and be puny, because this is a smoky candle. You might not notice it, but that makes your candles smell smoky. So I prefer having to watch the candle and have higher flames and it burn faster than having to deal with this. So this was my favorite. This was one I was looking the most forward to, and it is beautiful. I wish that these labels were lightened up a little bit, but of course you cannot complain about the beautifulness and professionalness of these labels. I think Bath and Body Works could take a cue from Sonoma candles. This burn has been also abysmal. I had to cotton ball this the first time I burned it. Let me talk about the smell first before I go all negative. Cinnamon, warm maple syrup, and sugar cookies. Like I said, this was a lovely smell. When I first picked it up and smelled it, I loved it. Burning, I think that they were going for like a buttery smell, but burning, this smells more like buttercream than sugar cookies. You don't really get the sugar cookie smell, in my opinion. It just smells like buttercream. The cinnamon is in the background. Excuse me. So is the maple. If you get the maple at all, which I don't, I just get a sweetness. Excuse me, guys. And this is the tri-layer. You can see here that it didn't pull out very well, and it's not burning very well. So out of the 3 candles, 2 of them are not performing, and they're the ones with these labels. So there you go. Whatever. So anyway, I hope this helps you when it comes time to pick out your candles. I had a couple duds from last year. I had one that I made into wax melts. 2 that I made into wax melts. Sonoma Fireside Hearth. This was a dud. This burned beautifully the first time, and I think I talked about it in one of my empties. And we watched Lord of the Rings while we smelled this delicious candle. The first Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings. And so I was like, we're gonna burn this every time we watch this as a family. So the second one, the Two Towers, puny wicks. And there was nothing I could do. I cotton balled it. I did all the things. Also, Sonoma roasted chestnuts I mixed with a coffee blend. That one smelled heavenly last year. Puny wicks. This was the color of the wax, and then I mixed it with a coffee candle. So yeah, it does have that nice roasted coffee smell. It's very strong. These last and last and last in the warmer. In fact, I usually end up dumping them out because I get tired of smelling the coffee smell for 2 or 3 days straight. So you do get duds, just like I guess with any other candle brand, you get duds. So the winner is the spiced pumpkin chai. Yeah, that's all I have to say about these candles. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you here. Please hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.